All right, and welcome back. Well, today I visited a Target just out of town, and I happened across the brand new released Marvel Epic Hero Series. Now, this line was just announced just a day or two ago by Steve Evans on Instagram. This is a bittersweet figure, as this is going to be replacing the Marvel Retro Series, which is going on a rest. Not necessarily replacing, different audiences, but you can see here the figure is out of the package. It still has plastic straps, which I thought was a little interesting because I thought Hasbro was totally phasing those out at this point. The arrow on the packaging shoots down to the accessory, which you can see here coming out of the tissue, and it is a web, of course. Now, this is very similar to webs of the past, not the exact, it's a new sculpt, but it clips on the wrist, and you can see there with the tip of it that it just slips right over the figure's wrist to give it that thwip action. One nice thing about this figure is that it's got a lot of detailed sculpting into the chest and the back. So unlike the Retro series that Marvel just put on hiatus, or Hasbro I should say, this is actually sculpted into the figure. So very interesting that the detail they put into this figure. I'm assuming we'll go the Toy Biz and former Kenner route and repaint these guys multiple different ways for reuse in the future. But for now, this Miles looks pretty fantastic. The articulation, it's way more than 5 points of articulation. You can see the elbows come up and the hips spread apart pretty decently. Bends the knees and at the elbows. My right elbow was a little stiff, but it wasn't stiff to the point where I felt like it was going to break. So you get a lot more articulation with these figures than you did with the previous 3 3/4 line, the Retro line, but not as much as you got on the Marvel Universe line, which ran a few years ago. And here you can see the accessory has been placed on the figure. I did use a stand for this. While the figure does stand just fine, to put him in an action pose and have him moving, I relied more on a stand for this particular shot. But yeah, I'm very excited about this line, and especially with the fact that Evans mentioned that this is going to be, going into movies as well. Here you can see that this figure is brand new. This is made on the 41st day of this year. So being this is the beginning of March, that is not a very old figure at all. But yeah, really excited about this line to see where it goes. I already saw that in the first line, they are doing a non-comic accurate Spidey, which comes with a non-comic accurate vehicle. So I'll probably be skipping those. These are kid-based line, and not for collectors, more like the Retro was. But I am very happy to pick up some of these figures that I don't have from previous lines, like Miles. Miles and Venom were the only two I saw, but I didn't need another Venom just yet. We'll see. Here, just for comparison, this is one of the limited articulated 3 3/4 figures Hasbro's put out in the last few years, and so I thought I would show them just for comparison. Actually pairs pretty nicely with this Miles, this Iron Man having a decent size up on him. But yeah, you want to hit your targets of where these being found right now. In the first wave, it is Spider-Man, it is Iron Spider, it is this Miles, and a Venom. We'll be back with more figures after these messages. But until then, may the figures be with you.